Warm greetings to the gentlemen and ladies sitting over there and watching this video. This is Deepika, happily welcoming you all to Pritya Classroom. எல்லாத்துக்கும் வணக்கம். நான் தீபிகா பேசுறேன். உங்க எல்லாத்தையும் பிரித்தியா கிளாஸ் பார்க்கறதுல எனக்கு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம். ஸோ இன்னைக்கு வந்து ப்ரோக்ராம்ல எப்படி டெசிஷன் எடுக்கிறது அப்படிங்கிறத பார்க்க போறோம். Our life is full of decision. Decision have a great control over our life. If you make a better decision, then better will be your life. If I commit some mistakes while taking decision, then I'll be the one who is troubling over it. So decision எடுக்கிறது வந்து ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டண்டான விஷயம் இல்லைங்களா? எது லைஃப்ல எவ்வளோ இம்பார்ட்டண்ட்டோ அதே மாதிரி ப்ரோக்ராம்லயும் ஒரு இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் தான். So we are going to see how to help our computer to making decisions. Okay, so let's get started. So there are some keywords for making the computer to decide on something. So first of all, we need to know what are the keywords used for making those decisions. Okay, so there are simple keywords and it is easy to use keywords. அது பார்த்தாலே வந்து அதோட மீனிங் தெரியும். அந்த மாதிரியான keywords தான் if else இந்த ரெண்டு தான் keywords. If condition true இருந்துச்சுன்னா என்ன ஆகணும், if condition true இருந்துச்சுன்னா என்ன ஆகணும், else condition fail ஆகுறப்ப என்ன ஆகணும். Okay, so we are just going to see these keywords in detail in today's class. Okay, so first I'll show you with the help of whiteboard. So say for example, if you want to decide on something like if there will be some condition, okay, after writing this, have to open the curly brackets, and within the curly brackets we are supposed to write down the instructions like what should happen if condition is satisfied. And so this is one set of instruction. So let's see an example for this. So இதுக்கு ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் பார்க்கலாம். So இப்போ என்ன பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா if condition பார்த்தோம் இல்லைங்களா? So இந்த if condition இதுல implement பண்ணி பார்க்கலாம். So let me change this as word since we are using word from the beginning, and now I'm going to declare a variable integer I is equal to 20, and now I want to check whether it is an even number or not. Okay, so then the condition will be I modulus 2 triple equal to 0, sorry, double equal to 0. So double equal to is called as conditional operator. This equal to will help us in comparing the two values. ரெண்டு equal to போட்டோம்னா right side and left side value equal இல்லையான்னு செக் பண்ணும். அது ஈக்குவலா இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா என்ன ஆகும், இதுக்குள்ள என்டர் ஆகும். Yes, it is even அப்படின்னு print பண்றேன். So this condition satisfy ஆகிறப்ப மட்டும் yes it is even அப்படின்னு வந்து print ஆகும். So that is compilation. Okay, so this is an example of simple if condition. So you could see now it is displaying yes it is even. So if the condition is not true, like when I provide an odd number 21, what happens, computer will not get into this curly brackets. In the curly bracket kulla computer enter agadu, so you could not see anything. Okay, so but say for example if you want to display something, if it is even, okay, if it is not, you want to display it as an odd number, then you have to use an else. Okay, now you have to print here no it is odd. Okay, so it is very simple. So now you will get either as it is even or no, it is odd. Okay, so I hope it is very clear to you. Let's see one more example. Now I'm going to check whether my number is less than 10 or not. So the condition is I less than 10. Then I have to write printf yes, it is less than 10. Okay, so if the condition is not true, then I have to start an else condition to print no, it is not less than 10. Okay, so after writing these two things, now I have to run the program to check. See here the value is 21, so it has to print no, it is not less than 10. Okay, so when I try to make the value as 1, it is less than 10, so it will print a yes, it is less than 10. Okay, so what if I give the value as 10? It will display no, it is not less than 10. But what if if it is less than or equal to, I want my loop, I want my computer to enter into this loop. So there is a condition to do it. You just want to do like this. So when you want to write like less than or equal to, you have to include two symbols, less than symbol as well as equal to symbol. So now what happens, you could see yes, it is less than, or it is less than or equal to 10. Okay, so what if I want to check greater than or equal to? You just want to change the symbol as greater than. So these are the comparison operators, okay? So now you could see I is equal to 10. So I is not I is equal to 10, which means so the computer will enter into this statement only. So it will print yes, it is greater than or equal to 10. So what if I provide a value which is less than 10? It will not get enter into this if loop. It will enter into else statement. Yes, very good. No, it is not greater than 10 will be printed. Okay, so I hope it is very clear to you. So the conditional operators that we have seen today is like we have seen how to compare the two values by writing equal to, and we have also seen less than symbol, greater than symbol, and if you want to write less than or equal to, then you have to write both the signs together, and if you want to write greater than or equal to, then you have to write greater than or equal to together. So I hope it is clear to you. If you have any doubts, you can just put it in the comment box. Thanks for watching this video. Support me by subscribing to Pritya Classroom and share to the one who are very keen in learning C programming. Thanks for watching this video. Bye bye.